King of Rock. I'm over here with an old school guy from back in the days who was out there with RuberBand and all the great dancers. You know, he's gonna tell you who he is, and we're gonna go into a little history about like all the first generation rockers when they started coming out. So let them know who you are.
Well, my name is Miguel Hernandez. If everybody knew me Blackie back in the days, I was no less than the best, the voice of the people's choice, the New York action, the main attraction. And we had a great group of guys back in the days that we danced. We loved to dance, we enjoyed dancing. And one of the greatest dancers in our time was RuberBand. It was a real notable dancer. And then you had another guy, Tony, another guy named Nick. And quite a few groups grew out of that. And it was a great phenomenon to have with people dancing in that era. Because we enjoyed dancing. It was a feeling, more of a feeling than a move. And then move came natural. And today they take a different level of dancing, but nothing compared to the real thing when we started back in the day. So you got more guys are more flexible and they excel more because they have more flexibility. I don't know, these kids they got an incredible ability of flexibility, which makes you a greater dancer and a greater level of dancer, because when you dance and you have flexibility, it makes you excel more, develop more, because the move that you created, nobody can create because they are original move. That's one thing that with that RuberBand had. He developed a style that was natural gift, that he just go with the flow, and everybody liked it. A lot of people patted him so by it, and they did it real close to what he did, like a guy named Tony, a guy named Nick, and several other guys, but he was the best in that era, the old school, the best school.
Let them know a little bit from back in the days, like, you know, about yourself also. You know, you was a professional fighter.
Well, I was 3-time gold Olympic champ. I ranked #1 in the world. I had to fight Ray Leonard. They turned me down in 1970 before Andy Price. And I had a promising career in boxing. I got tied up with the wrong type of people. I got real disgusted with the game because the people that was involved in the game took from the game. But when I fought the #1 contender in Argentina, I flew 11 hours to Argentina, and I fought the #1 contender, knocked him out in 6 rounds. I was going to fight for the title the following month, and he fought for the title with Maurice Hope. Then I got away from the boxing game and gave it up because I got really discouraged, sick of it, because with the people involved in the boxing game that made it bad. And we had a great crowd of people. We had people that was singing, like Crazy Rob, rapping. When that was the phenomenon of rapping started then, and dancing always been the culture that we came up under, developed by great dancers nowadays. It was a phenomenon. So all I can tell you, today you see the glimpse of what we had done, but it wasn't. Today people stress out too much with dancing, and they don't enjoy it to the fullest because they don't, how you say it, float in with the music. They try to invent steps and dance moves when you're involved in dancing. It comes out of you naturally. And nothing to practice so hard like they do. See, in our day, we dance, we enjoyed dancing, but it wasn't a thing that we had to practice. All we did, enjoy the music, love what we did.
That's true, that's good. Yeah.
And back then it was a phenomenon. Everybody enjoyed that. We get in the park, we start getting down, everybody started fun to compete, going to disco, compete dance. I used to dance with guys, compete with them. I used to compete against Panama. All the best things during that era. It was great. It was a great opportunity to walk platform here. You could dance even better because you walk platform here, you do incredible move with one leg. The balance is spinning like an ice arena. If you was in an ice arena or something like that. It was a great generation time. That generation gap was great. Wow. Because the phenomenon that took place with people And we have a lot of people in this area, Bushwick area, that started out dancing, got into boxing, like Ishmael Maldonado. I helped him win the Golden Gloves. Other people, I boxed with Richard Green, I boxed with Durant, Thomas Hearn, I boxed with Tony Dancer, I used to box with him in Lisa's gym. I told him to hang it up because he's not made for this game. He could go to the box, singing well, moving well, and he did. He was quite successful in it. It was a phenomenal. I traveled the United States, London, Wales, Paris, Monte Carlo, Argentina. I met Omar Sharif. I met Dr. Kildare in London, Wales. I mean, I had a great childhood. I can't complain. I was good. Living on top of the world.
So, RuberBand style, you know, I know a lot of people talk about his style because, do you know any information about a little more about RuberBand, that he lived in New York? Cause, I mean, a lot of people say he lived in Bushwick. Some people say he lived in the Bronx.
Well, he started out in the Bronx. He was from the Bronx. And he came to hang out with our crew, who was Tony, Eddie, Nick, or guys that always were dancing and competing against each other. And Eddie, and I used to go with his sister named Gigi. So it was a phenomenon. But we had a little group, and when RuberBand met us, he catered to it because he liked our style, what would contribute to the game itself. But he was a phenomenon with the style that he brought. He made dancing look so relaxed, so chilling. I mean, like, you would want to just sit down and watch him dance because he seemed like an acrobat. Doing moves. Like if he had ice skates on, and he didn't. He was big, wearing high heel shoes, spinning on one leg. He looked like he's gonna fall, he'll drop, pick up himself, do moves that are beyond people's imagination. And then you seen Tony and Nick, they combined their style with his style. They developed their own style, and everybody started getting their own style, and then they came break down. I think I'd say RuberBand was the most dominant dancer back in them days. He'll dance for hours, 2 hours straight, non-stop. And the moves that he do, the flexibility. He looked like a ballet dancer with the moves he did. And then flexibility, the agility. Boy, that looks tremendous. I mean, I'm glad I was around for that era. It's one of the best, because it was one of the most exciting era, because people enjoyed what they were doing. It was so much competition and more enjoyment. And the competition fell in its own time, but we enjoyed the whole curriculum of it, that we experienced such a phenomenon during that time, enjoying the move, because he brought a new era of dance move, flexibility, thing that more people would do with ice skating. He did it with regular shoes. And the flexibility that he had, and then he made everybody laugh with moves that he did, and it was a phenomenon. I mean, if you ever see this guy in person dance, this time, it's tremendous. The only guys that I know to this day, I know they shot him in the Bronx for over a CeeLo game. They were playing CeeLo and they killed him over a CeeLo game. But his contribution to dance lives on. A lot of guys like Tony, Nicky, Eddie picked up a lot of his moves and carried on to the next generation, and so forth. That's why we have a lot of the kids today dancing with the level of dances they do. But to be a dancer like he was natural phenomenon, because he was like a rubber band. Everybody called him RuberBand. The way he flexed, falls, he looked like he's doing a spin on one leg, and he drops to the floor, and he pops up like a spring. He was phenomenal. He looked like he was dancing on ice.
Oh, shit.
When he was dancing, the flexibility he had. I mean, I have seen nothing like it.
Was you guys dancing before RuberBand, or?
Well, we had a little group. We danced. We went partying off every weekend. We had a little group like this, him and other people. We go out dancing to the Contiki, to the Fred, the Footsteps, a lot of disco that we used to go to, and we enjoyed the dance that we had. We always had a crowd. We had a phenomena going on because people used to follow us. They like the way when we start dancing in the middle of the floor, people start to watch us because we carry that tradition from RuberBand. We picked up certain items, certain moves that he did. We incorporated it with our style of dancing.